Good morning. Welcome to once again to Penny for the Soul. It's this time it's a little different. This is our own home in Benolim village in South Goa, and we got Deborah Dias here. She's an artist from Madgaon, a fine artist, and she's going to be doing a lovely mural wall painting for us on our home wall, and it's a Goan theme which she's now sketching. She'll show you the little artwork that she's done. Debbie, show us that artwork. Yeah, that is the artwork. If you can see it, I'm brought in. Let me close up. Yeah, that's it. Can you explain what the theme is about?
It's just a mural painting based on Goa theme.
Okay, so I believe there is somebody serenading a young lady, and then there is a Padekar on the coconut tree and all that, no? Yeah. And you'll see more of it as we go along through the day. She's going to be doing, she's going to be at it for 4 or 5 hours, I think, today. She's just beginning. She's doing the sketching, the outlining, as you can see, She's just doing the outlining on the wall directly. And she's going to be using acrylic paints. I'll show you her whole color stand. Yeah, there it is. This is our flower pot stand, which is now doubling up as her, for all her colors. Look at all the wonderful colors she's got from home. And this shot, let me show you, is, this is against light, but our dog is wondering what's happening. Sweetie. Yeah, and we'll catch you later. Welcome back. So now it's been an hour since Debbie has been painting, and you can see that the artwork is taking shape now. I'll give you a close-up. Look at her deft strokes. Sorry for the noise in the background. There is some civil work happening in the neighborhood. Yeah, but you see how Debbie is expertly, using that orange, lovely, bright orange acrylic on those hands and the face. That's clearly the face of a man, and this is the face of a young lady, and you will get a gist of what's going to be happening, but I won't tell you now. And it's all emerging. This is just 60 minutes after Debbie started today, so look at how fast she works, and how much of the work is already done. You have actually on top, you have this, there is a man. You see that man there right on top. Any guesses who he is? Actually, he is what in rural Goa, in the villages, we call Padekars. Padekars are, people who climb coconut trees and bring down the coconuts. They are a vanishing tribe, actually, sadly, but they're still around. And you'll see more of all this very soon. It's very hot. Last 2 days in Goa have been, today is 27th of March, but last 2 days have been very humid and hot. The summer is really beating down on us. We have kept some kind of an umbrella here, but it's of not much use, and Debbie is braving the heat. Give us a smile, Debbie. There she is. Hi, welcome back everyone. So we are now finished. Debbie's finished 2 full hours. She is starting her 3rd hour of painting. So it's almost like a marathon, maybe a short marathon, but never mind. See now, if you notice, she had these wonderful orange, bright orange, acrylic on the arms and hands or faces. But she's using this lovely chocolate for the guitar, for example. It's dark chocolate, and it is March in Goa, and it's very much the cashew season, and a whole lot of plucking has happened in the cashew farms. And here you can see cashews emerging on our wall now. Wonderful, crimson red cashews with those brown nuts, and the shape of a lady there with a basket on her head is there, and that man climbing the coconut tree. But still there's yet a lot to come. And now you have our artist on this small ladder, but up there. despite the heat. And now there is a breeze here, so it's a little better. But never mind, she is in good cheer. We'll catch up with her soon enough. Okay, I'm asking Debbie how she uses the colors, and she has an explanation for that. Debbie, tell us how you're using those colors now. I mean, what is the rationale? Yeah.
Yeah, basically I start with one color. That is because of the speed, and I can complete the painting more faster. So if you jump from one color to another, maybe you will waste more time. So right now I'm having red as my base primary color, and I'm going on adding orange to it, yellow to it, and more of green to it. So I'm getting all shades of warm colors right now. And as soon as I finish this, I'll be working with more of green. So different shades of green. So basically you can call it more of cool colors. And that will complete my mural and the color scheme that I actually require.
Wonderful. So right now as you said, it's the warm colors that you are using.
Yeah, you can call this warm colors because they are more in red and orange.
Yeah, red and orange, and then you will move to the cooler greens and different shades of green. Thank you. Okay, what is happening here? There's a lot more color on the artwork, as you can see, because it's been almost 3.5 hours that Debbie is at work. And right now there's an interesting technique that she is using. She is not using the brush, but instead using all her fingers to smear the paint, so to say, on, there's this water body that she's created. There are these pebbles and stones, and she's creating, there is obviously water there. So Debbie, tell us about the technique.
I'm making use of the wall texture.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically when I use my finger, the relief surface of the wall will catch color.
Okay.
And playing with fingers is like, I'm using, if you see this,
all the 5, yeah.
I'm using different colors on different fingers. So it's like having more than one brush. Okay?
Wow.
And instead of handling that, it's just playing faster with colors. So they merge equally. Suppose like I want to mix blue, yellow and red. So here I go, I take the area where I want blue, in between I can merge red itself and then go for the yellow.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's quicker, and next thing, only the relief surface of the wall will catch the color, and that will create that softer texture.
Oh, nice. How nice. And look at Debbie's palette, it's full of mix of colors, wonderful. And look at her fingers also.
I don't have to wash them. Yeah, it's quicker than the brush technique.
Nice. Thank you. Welcome back, people. This is post lunch now, so Debbie after lunch has come back refreshed, and the sun is also much milder, and there's a cool breeze blowing. The sea breeze has begun here in Benaulim, Goa. And look at the riot of colors. She's completely transformed the artwork, what we saw earlier, and now just see that lady, with her, what is it, a hand fan, and then look at all those colors on her dress. Let me take a close up. Look at that. Look at the detail, the colors on her dress, and of course the work is still on. Look at how these small, detailed lines are made, by Debbie. She says that, I think she has a great explanation. Let me see if those kids remain a little quiet. I'm going to ask Debbie something interesting. She had sent us a black and white sketch of this artwork, and I'm completely amazed at the colors that she has now used. So she has a interesting explanation to this. So Debbie, tell us how you conjure up all these colors. How do you plan these colors?
Usually I have a basic idea like how the outcome is going to be, but finally there are many changes happen that once I see the surrounding, it depends on the surrounding as well. So it's not that I stick to the colors I choose, but depends on the environment as well. So this is the outcome depending on, yeah.
Yeah. So you have some colors in your mind, but when you really start painting, you might change on the spur of the moment,
Yeah,
right?
I have a basic color scheme in mind, but later on sometimes it does not go with the colors that are around us. So it changes accordingly, like especially the ones with the contrast.
Yeah.
So if I have a detailing, okay, I just want to focus on something. I don't give them a duller look, but I give them a brighter outcome. Whereas things that I want to merge goes in a more milder shades.
Oh, nice. Thank you. So a little later we'll know even better. So good evening, folks. It's almost 5:30 now in the evening, and Debbie had begun work at 9:30 in the morning. So now just see, you people have seen that little sketch to start the morning with, but now just see the fascinating artwork that has, emerged on the wall, and is still emerging. Look at how colorful this is. I mean, I'll go into greater detail maybe tomorrow, but let's just look at, she's dabbing away and making those leaves out there. See how easily an artist can transform a wall. Here you have cacti in this vase, and then these are different kind of leaves, but then there are the lighter leaves and the darker leaves in this color. And see the magic now. There was the leaves that came a little earlier, and now the waves, just to depict Goa for you. And look at the depth strokes. Debbie's using a piece of sponge, and she's created this magic of the waves just in a few minutes. That's it. She's finished this whole side here, and even that other side is done. So you can see how you have the waves all at the bottom. And most of this, even the leaves and these waves, have been done with the sponge, with the use of a sponge. The whole wall has got transformed, a complete Goan scene. I'll show you close-ups tomorrow. Because tomorrow she's going to do the outlines. So today is day 2, and day 2 of Debbie's work on the artwork, and she is concentrating on doing the outlines and giving the finishing touches to the final artwork, as you can see. And even that is very intricate work. I'll show you close up. See this, you can see, or she gave an outline for that Padikar's hat, and even here she's giving an outline to his, to the body, to his arms and all that. You see those lines that are being drawn? Very interesting. Yeah, let's see this. Now this was not done yesterday, but this is kept for the, now see his arms are outlined. Yeah, that's it. And the artwork, as you very soon I will show you the entire artwork when it's ready, and it's looking more and more glorious. It's looking very, very fascinating, rich with colors and very, very bright and artistic. I'll get into small details of all the artwork in my next clip. Good evening. We have come. This is day 2, and it's almost 5 o'clock, and the artwork is complete. As you can see, it's a wonderful Goan theme, and Debbie has accomplished something magical in just 1.5 days of hard work. and you can see all of it here. And I'm going to ask, rather than me speak about it, I'm going to ask her how she chose the theme, and you know, what was the rationale behind the theme and the colors. Yes, Debbie, tell us.
Okay, the theme is on Goa, and I've depicted the culture and the occupation of Goan. And here, if you see, we start with the Goan famous Mando, and Goa is famous for music as well. Here, this decoration, what you see, is mostly used in the Bandera festival in Goa.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a
The festoons and all
Yes.
that.
Then we have a padkai and palm trees.
Yeah.
Cages representing a Goan ping, and we have a fisherwoman with the typical Goan sari there, and a heritage home.
Wonderful.
And finally, Goa is famous for beaches, so we have it all around here.
You made the waves there at the bottom. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So isn't it fascinating? I'll you know, whatever Debbie said, I'll show you again. See, you know, we had just told her, our brief to her was very simple. We want a very Goan theme. The artwork should depict Goa completely, and that's what she's done magically. See, you have the hills up there. Goa is a combination of a lot of things. So you got the hills up there, you got a river there, there's a fisherman, and then there's a fisherwoman, the wonderful cashew fruit which is so popular in Goa, which gives us the cashew feni and the urak. There's a padekar, the coconut plucker, and you know, according to Debbie, he's admiring this young lady here who's being serenaded by this young man, you know, with this guitar. And you got, not to forget, heritage home, and like she said, at the bottom you got the ocean. How can you forget the ocean in Goa? And that's it. So great job, Debbie. Congratulations and all the best for your many other endeavors.